Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Health Mastermind. I'm Dr. Aneeta Madhok, integrative living coach and psychologist. I'm looking at life from a self-healing point of view and enabling clients to live vibrant and healthy and happy lives. Along with me, there's Dr. Swetha J. She's an ophthalmologist, integrative nutrition and health coach who is passionate about healthy eating and living and believes in the philosophy of food as the medicine. And you are what you eat and think. There is Adity Sharma, certified naturopath and integrative nutrition, health and wellness coach. She is passionate about healthcare and practices a 360-degree approach to make sustainable changes that improve your health and happiness. She also wants to inspire people to become the healthiest version of themselves. So welcome from the three of us to Health Mastermind. And we are three health coaches in discussion today for you. What is Health Mastermind? Health Mastermind is a forum for health coaches who are intentionally passionate about our work. We want to bring many insights into aspects of lifestyle and health to the world at large. This is the first of our series which will meet our goals. If you're inspired by what we do, write in. We get hugely encouraged by your response. Send us your queries on daily health practices and we'll take up the topics as suggested by you. But today, it's all about your morning cup. So what is in your morning cup? Let's learn from each other on what is good to go in this cup and what of some of us put in it, what works and what doesn't work. But before we do that, I just want to remind you that in our next series, we will be discussing bedtime rituals that work for us and for you too. Send us your bedtime ritual practices and gain insight on what works and what needs to be changed to help to get you to sleep better, and tune into our next Health Mastermind to know more about this subject. But now on to our morning cup. Let us explore. Gautam Buddha says, each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters the most. And I'm going to add a corollary to that, saying that how you start the day is how the day will unfold. In the beginning is also written the ending. So start right and live your life the way it works to your advantage. Most people I know have a morning cup which gets them going for the day. Sometimes it's tea, coffee, sometimes it's lemon and honey, and different things work for different folks. We simply need to be aware of what that morning cup is doing for us and how to make it work in our favor.
Yeah, as a doctor and a health coach, I believe given a chance and provide the right kind of environment, our body can heal itself. So as a part of this mastermind series, I hope we can provide our viewers different ways one can take care of themselves based on the concept of bioindividuality.
Being a naturopath, I would say that it's good to start your day by aligning yourself with nature and focusing on the natural things that you put in your body instead of grabbing a phone to read your emails or social media context. The body has inherent intelligence that tells us that what to eat, when to rest, and when to drink water. So tune the rhythm of your body with nature.
But tell me, what kind of things do you observe in your clients and network, Adity, about the things that people eat or drink first thing in the morning? And what is right or wrong about your observations?
Well, morning rituals are something called dincharya, which helps us establish balance and discipline in life. Most of us start our day by following routines like having warm water with lemon and honey, tea or coffee with biscuits, fruit, some alkaline drink, or normal plain water, or trifla as well. We get habitual of this routine and get align ourselves according to the comfort of these options available. Everyone has some goal in their life. Based on that, they choose their morning routine. Like some people think that lemon water makes them lose weight, or some prefer tea or coffee to clear the bowel movements, or someone who's struggling with constipation prefers trifla, and someone who is dealing with acidity takes an antacid pill. So everyone is dealing with their own issues. And I would say each pattern has its own pros and cons. So better to focus on the root cause rather than depending on these foods to attain health.
Yeah, when I ask few of my friends or colleagues like what they start the morning with, like what they eat or drink the first thing in the morning, I get a varied responses. So few will say like they take lemon water with honey, and few with tea and coffee, or some with the fruits. So actually, I feel most of the time the choices people make depends on their long-term habits, or their own health conditions, or sometimes just the convenience. But I feel it's not like something is right or something are wrong. But I feel people should be little more conscious about like what they are really starting the day with, so that because that forms a basis for like how they feel all through the day. So Anita, what is your take on this?
Well, my clientele is mainly women and men above 45 years who are either obese, pre-diabetic, or have full-fledged type 2 diabetes. Now, in case of both obesity and diabetes, we all know that morning fasting sugar is a great indicator of insulin resistance, which is linked to chronic inflammation, which is also linked to both these lifestyle problems. So when you wake up in the morning, you've had at least 10 to 12 hours of time without any food going in, unless of course you cheated with a midnight snack. For both these lifestyle related disorders, it's very important not to have a sugar spike early in the morning, because blood sugar spikes are the enemy of diabetics and obese people. So not just diabetes and obesity, but also for all people who want to live a long and healthy lives, because consumption of sugar is also linked to lesser longevity. So direct sugar consumption in tea, coffee, biscuits, and indirect in the form of carbohydrates like namkeens and rusks is to be completely avoided in the morning. Even lemon and honey is not a good idea, as 1 spoon of honey is all it takes to shoot up that sugar level in your blood. There are many gentle ways to slowly raise your fasting sugar levels during the day without sudden spikes. As we go along, I will reveal some of these secrets to you. But let me now turn to Adity. Adity, as a naturopath and someone who has overcome her own gut health issues, what according to you is the best way to start your day?
Well, when you wake up in the morning, go slow. Find the time to think and come up with ideas on how not to repeat yesterday's mistake and what you can do today better than you did yesterday. Fill your morning cup with positive thoughts. It will activate your rest and digest mode, which is parasympathetic nervous system. It's better to start fueling your body with alkaline drink or food to coat your gut lining with alkaline medium, as most of the diseases takes birth in acidic environment. My morning breakfast is a plate of rainbow fruits along with soap, nuts, and seeds, which make me full and energetic to perform my activities. After following this routine, my acidity, bloating, and energy dips had gone completely.
But Dr. Swetha is a doctor who is also now a health coach. What does your field recommend for early morning consumption?
Yeah, as a doctor and a health coach, and also as one who deals more with the female clients, I realize, the better we manage our blood sugars, our hormones in the morning, the more alert and calm and good we feel throughout the day. Because, all our cravings will be under control, and, we don't even have the energy drops. So I would definitely advise to have, something like good quality fats and proteins as the first thing in the morning, so that it will doesn't, imbalance your blood sugar levels.
Aneeta, you have successfully reversed your diabetes and lost weight too, and kept it that way for years. So, what do you recommend your diabetic patients and overweight people and other clients for early morning consumption?
Well, I would repeat, be gentle with your fasting sugar and insulin. Wake up slowly, warm up with a glass of warm water, which you can infuse with your blessings and wishes for the day. Later, get a great nutrition punch with your favorite concoction of green smoothie or green juice. And when that has gone down well, take on a healthy and substantial breakfast, which can contain a bowl of low glycemic fruits, followed by a protein rich breakfast with low carbs, so that the blood sugar levels rise very slowly. Ideally, a 30 to 45-minute gap between a smoothie, fruit, and breakfast. I've learned to make so many protein-rich, dal-based breakfasts on my diabetes reversal journey, and mostly Indian recipes that are healthy and tasty too. Try to avoid grains in the morning, particularly things like poha, upma, and oats, because they're nothing but pure carbohydrates in your bloodstream. So now, very interestingly, let us share our own practices for morning consumption. Each one of us has evolved our health practices. And what is it that works for us? Personally, I believe what works for me need not work for you or for everybody else. So I'm going to just share my practice. You don't have to follow it. Being a health coach, I know from my experience that each person needs a customized plan. So I take a few grains of dhania or coriander seeds with 2 glasses of warm or room temperature water as soon as I wake up and I brush my teeth. This helps balance my thyroid hormones and gives me a shot of immune boosting nutrients in a very gentle kind of way. Then I get busy making my morning green smoothie with lots of green leaves and an apple and many other nutrients about 20 minutes later. Then it's on to some sprouts or salad of some kind and some low glycemic fruit like strawberry and dragon fruit, followed by a protein-rich, sumptuous breakfast, which sets me up till lunchtime. I might take a cup of Darjeeling tea with almond milk with my morning newspaper after breakfast.
I would say, listen to your body. Everyone has their own journey. I personally start my day with 2 glasses of water from copper jug stored overnight, followed by wheatgrass juice. Drinking water from copper vessels offer multiple benefits, like it helps in absorption of iron, preventing anemia, good for heart health and digestion. It doesn't mean that if something is good, then we can overdo that. We shouldn't keep gulping water from the copper jug throughout the day. Copper is a trace mineral that is required in a minimum quantity. Next, wheatgrass juice is highly alkaline in nature and rich source of chlorophyll as well. It helps in detoxification and cures multiple diseases like constipation, acidity, gut issues, and cholesterols, and many more. Again, drinking wheatgrass juice alone wouldn't take away all your ailments. It's just a modification in your lifestyle that matters.
Yeah, actually, I have learned it a hard way. I have experimented everything from fruits, green smoothies, lemon water with honey, and many more. But all this did not help me to actually get over my sugar cravings, especially, I used to take tea with milk and sugar after my breakfast. So after going through a lot of research thing or, reading everywhere, learning from different people, then I started changing my morning routine. And now I start my day with a glass of hot water, and then followed by, I'll just make sure I get enough like 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight in the morning, because that gives me a lot of energy. It helps me set up my biological clock, right? So, and then I'll have maybe a handful of soaked almonds, or sometimes coconut chunks, sometimes a teaspoon of coconut oil. So after around half an hour to 45 minutes, then I make sure I have a protein rich breakfast, which usually has, say, the moong dal chila, or sprout salad, or peanut salad, or eggs with vegetables. So this way, I had overcome my sugar cravings, that too, especially the tea and coffee cravings, and I'm like really active and energetic till in the afternoon.
Wow. So our personal secrets are out in the open. And, but it's about time to close. Health Mastermind has done a good job today. Before we close, I just want to ask each one of us, what is one message that you would like to give our diverse audience here about the wide range of practices we have discussed and observed? What does our science teach us, and what do we practice in our own lives?
I would like to say, just listen to your bodies, try to understand what it is telling you and act accordingly. And the only way we can do is start, keep experimenting and find out what is actually working for you.
Wow, that's great. I just feel that what you put in your morning cup will set the tone, not just for the day, but for your life as well. So be mindful of what goes in there and live happy.
Being healthy doesn't have to be hard. I believe each person is fully capable of making well-informed decisions as their own expert. So remember, there is no one like you.
So that brings us to the close of our discussions today. To all my audience friends here, I'd like to say that you've had the experience of having 3 health coaches in conversation, which is not something I've seen anywhere before. And not only that, we have shared what our science and our backgrounds teach us, what our own struggles with our own health have taught us, what our own practices are. We have revealed our secrets, and we have shared so much about the topic of what goes into the morning cup. And I would like to say thank you. And Swetha and Adity, would you also like to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in today?
Yeah, thank you, Aneeta ma'am. Thank you, Aditi, for being here today. And I hope we just continue doing such wonderful series, which can help a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you, Aneeta ma'am, for initiating this and helping us to collaborate together and come up on this platform. Thank you, Swetha, as well. Thank you, everyone, for watching this.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Before I close, I'd like to announce our next series is on bedtime rituals, and we'd love it if you would send in your best practices, your questions, and your suggestions on this very interesting and important subject that helps us sleep well. Goodbye and have a good day.
Bye-bye.